Your smoking accessory, kratom, or CBD needs. Visit Odds and Ends online at OE420.com.
Daniel Augustin, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Hey,
This is Bill
Hey,
and
good
Jessica.
looking. What's cooking?
How you all doing?
we're good, man. You know what? When I seen that, you're doing interviews and stuff, I got excited because we're watching Rap-ish.
Nice. I'm glad to hear you guys are watching.
Yes.
It's very
Yep.
exciting. We just had episode 3 go off, and we were all watching it together, the
Yeah.
cast and the crew. And I'm very excited to hear that.
Yeah. So, what's your feeling for people who, might not know, some other things you've been on? You've been on How I Met Your Father, Grey's Anatomy,
Yeah.
Dynasty, David Makes Man, Wu-Tang, and American Saga. But the Rap-ish is what it's all about right now. So,
Yeah.
I really like the show. My wife and I started binging it. We watched it in one sitting up until the latest episode. We have not
Love
seen
that.
the latest episode, so I just want to let you know that.
Okay. It's going to get crazy.
Yes.
It's going to be crazy.
Yes.
It's going to be crazy.
The last episode we saw was obviously the girls on tour, and
Yeah.
the other dude sprayed the champagne all over her. And,
Gat. I think his name is Gat.
yeah. So
Troublemaker.
that's where we're at. But the show's entertaining. I like it, and it's just a fun industry like show.
Thank you. Agreed very much so. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about it, like your thoughts on the show and the girls, and just how everything is portrayed as far as like the music industry goes.
Sure. Well, I think it's one of the most. First of all, shout out to Issa Rae, Sarita Singleton, who Sarita is the showrunner. Issa Rae is the creator of the show. I think it's one of the most creative shows I've seen on television to date.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a show about music. It's not a musical show like that where it's kind of like going to remind you of all the stuff you've seen before. It really delves into, I would say, the zeitgeist right now with how we're all communicating right now as individuals and human beings with our phones, but also, especially in season 2, I believe the show starts to dive into how murky the music industry can be, how challenging it can be, because I think in the music industry you get a lot of independent artists, and it's essentially a show about a lot of independent entrepreneurs trying to figure it out, but because of the way that the show is told through the creative lens, the technical lens, being married together, it ends up being a show that offers you a bit more of a sense of now,
Yeah.
I believe, and I think that's something that makes the show a lot more entertaining than simply just watching two people go back and forth, shot for shot, medium, wide. It's a show that can be very fun and very relatable.
Well, for people who haven't seen it yet, it's on Max. Check it out. And basically, you have Shauna and Chameleon as Mia, and they're friends. They've been friends all through school and stuff, and they form this group.
Right.
And they go out with Chastity, and she's supposed to be the go-to, the plug in Miami or whatever. And it seems like everybody's trying to find their way, because all of a sudden I'm seeing that Shauna and Chameleon are kind of like starting to not get along a little bit. It seems, and it seems like Shauna still has like this. She has this message she wants to get out there. She's really trying to find her way. And then Mia, on the other hand, she wants more of the fame and the money, and she's trying to maybe even break off doing a solo thing, but they got to finish this tour in order to make a name for themselves. It's crazy. It's wild, and really Chastity, does she really need to be there? She's there because, Shauna really wants her there. At some point, I feel like they're going to break off, and I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, it's wild. And you turned Shauna out. She loves you. Yeah. You worked in the hotel with her. You know, I ain't got to prove no more that I watch it. But
Oh, for sure. You have you definitely got the background down pat.
yeah. So am I accurate on all this? And my takes?
Oh, for sure. You are very accurate on that. You got it all down pat.
Well, the thing that's so funny is everything on social media. Like they nobody can go anywhere without hurry up. I got to get on Snap. I got to get on IG Live. I got to get do a video. That's the wild part.
How is that for you? Are you guys do you guys find social media to be like super important as it pertains to your workflow, or is it something that you kind of just like not really that connected to?
Oh no, we're connected. I mean, it is definitely super important, But with the show, to me, I'm like, wow, like we don't do it like they do, like Sean and Mia, and like,
Right.
yeah. I mean, they're. Absolutely. I mean, everything's about online streaming, social media. Hell yeah, everything, man. What about you? What about you and your actor, being an actor?
I'm not. I am nowhere near as, on my phone as, we are on that show.
Right.
I am when the show is airing.
Okay.
Because I tend to do more communicating with fans, talking to people who are watching, people who are commenting, then I'm having some conversations with them, and, we're keeping up a nice thread as the, episodes are airing. But for the most part, I cannot. It's a struggle to get on there every single day. I got to have something to promote. Essentially.
Right.
I got to have something to promote if I'm going to be on there. But otherwise, it is so hard for me to just be on there every day, because if I don't feel comfortable just telling people what I'm doing all day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know it's hard to do like a show about this, or maybe it won't be, but now, like right now, I feel like everything is like revolved around podcasts. Like it used to be, like if you were to find out like if you want to find out what's going on, you're gonna go to TMZ, or you're gonna go to E, or you're gonna go to one of these gossip shows or whatever. But nowadays it ain't like that. If you want to find out what's going on, you're tuning into the Joe Budden podcast. You're turning on you're gonna find out what DJ Academics is talking about. You're gonna find out what some of these guys you know what I'm saying? Am I right? I mean,
very true.
That's where you get your news from.
Yeah, big time.
So
big time. That's the truth. There's so many podcasts out. Podcasts are like the new news. It's the news now.
That's it.
Podcasts is like the news now.
You got your own podcast?
No, I've been thinking about starting one with my wife, actually. So that's very cool what you guys are doing. We've been talking about doing something like that. We just got a lot of other things on our plate right now.
No, I hear you.
We're writing a script together.
Yeah,
we're writing a couple scripts together, actually, too. And we're trying to make room to kind of also, like, do stuff.
I hear you.
Stuff, too. And sometimes the work stuff can just be so much.
That's my problem.
Like, we're trying to figure out how to balance it, man. We're trying.
No, I hear you. Well, look, we really like the show. You're great. We appreciate you and your role.
Thank you, man.
If people want to follow you on social media, how can they do that? Because I know you're always online. So how can they do that?
Sure. No, they can definitely follow me at Daniel Augustin. That's DanielAugustin. It was a real pleasure talking to you guys today.
You too.
I really appreciate y'all taking the time to speak with me.
You the man.
Awesome.
Perfect.
All right,
all right, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Likewise. Great.
All right, let's pay some bills right now. Text in keyword phone 302-858-5117. Again, text in the word phone right now. We'll get you in to pay your bills. Here's all the 411.
The Voice Radio Network and